JBL Flip 5 is a great speaker, but it has basic functionality. And if you've ever tried to adjust the sound of your JBL speaker, you probably understood that what you get, it is what it is. But the great thing, there is always a workaround. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can correctly, easily and safely adjust the sound of your JBL speaker, whether you're using Android, iOS or Windows devices. So without further ado, let's start! We are going to adjust the sound of JBL Flip 5 through Equalizer app. But since JBL Flip 5 doesn't have dedicated equalizer, we are going to use third-party app. And the best way is to use the built-in equalizer inside your phone. So let's go to the settings of the phone, go to the search bar and type equalizer. Press on the equalizer option. If you have the Dolby Atmos feature, then activate it because it's going to improve the sound of your speaker even much more. You even can adjust the Dolby Atmos accordingly to your needs, when you're watching movies, listening to music, to podcasts, audiobooks and so on. Or let it do the adjustments automatically for you. Now let's go to the equalizer. If you have wide range of low, middle and high frequencies, then you're ready to go and you can immediately adjust the sound of the speaker. And these adjustments will apply immediately on any app you're using like YouTube, Spotify and local media player. And later in the video, I will show you how to adjust and use these frequencies. But if your equalizer has only 3 bands or if you don't have equalizer at all on your phone, then you need to install external equalizer. You will find a huge selection of equalizer apps for Android, and the one that I love to work with is the free version of EQ. It has pretty nice list of profiles that you can use. Also, it provides 10 bands of frequencies which are very cool, because you can highly adjust the sound. Moreover, it allows you to boost the bass and the volume. When I connect JBL to my PC or my laptop, I love to work with FX Sound software. The free version gives everything you need. It's nicely designed and it's very intuitive to use. You can use the built-in profiles of the frequencies, or to get more customized sounds, you have a wide selection of frequencies to work with. And the coolest part is when you hover over each frequency, you are getting a single explanation of what each frequency is responsible for, so you can mindfully adjust it. If you have iOS devices, then the most recommended app is the Boom, Bass Booster and Equalizer. And if you're using the macOS devices, then I recommend you using the built-in equalizer. Go to the Music app, choose Window and press on Equalizer. And now let's start adjusting the equalizer. As you start with the EQ adjustment, choose the song you know very well. It will help you to recognize the changes much more clearly. Increase the volume of the speaker to make sure you hear everything well, but don't increase it too much. Make sure that all the bands of the frequencies are set to 0. If you want to emphasize frequency, bring the band up. If you want to decrease the frequency, bring the band down. You can improve the sound by increasing or decreasing the frequencies. Let's start with the lower frequencies. The range between 20 Hz to 250 Hz is the low frequency. Increasing these bands will make the bass deeper and will make the sound much richer. Decrease it if there is too much boominess or muddy sound. Next are the mid-range frequencies between 250 Hz to 4 kHz, and we can divide them into 3 groups. 250 Hz to 500 Hz are the low mid-range frequencies. The low mids give brass, strings and woodwinds a sense of resonance and fullness. This range makes the vocal sound rich and warm, and you can decrease it to control sounds that are too loud and muffled. 500 Hz to 2 kHz is the mid-range frequencies. Increasing this range will boost the rhythm instruments and bring out electric guitar and vocal volume. Lower down the frequencies to reduce boxy tones. 2 kHz to 4 kHz is the high mid-range frequencies. Increase it for more instrumental harmonics. This range starts to add subtle crispness to vocals, but if they increase too much, it can increase sibilance and create a harsh-sounding response. And the last ones are the high frequencies, also known as treble, and they are between 4 kHz to 20 kHz. The lower highs is between 4 kHz to 6 kHz and are called the presence. This range is responsible for the clarity and definition of the sound, and increasing this range will provide more vocal clarity and articulation. And the higher highs are between 6 kHz to 20 kHz are also called brilliance. It can make the sound sparkle and provide sense of airiness. Increasing it provides crisp tone to the sound and make the audio sound more airy. Reduce it to remove hiss or painful high sound and unwanted echoing. But to understand the effect of each of the frequencies, firstly, decrease the band to 0. Listen how the sound feels after the frequency is neutralized, and then slowly level up the band until it feels right. And experiment each of the frequencies one by one to see how it's affecting on the sound. And then combine them together and you will start to receive the results you want. And of course, the more you practice, the faster you will master EQ. As much as allow working with the equalizer, we also have to be careful with this tool, because the equalizer has the potential to damage every speaker and every headphones. You see, when we are increasing the bands, we are boosting their strength. So don't be tempted to stretch the bands to their maximum capabilities. Also, don't maximize the boost of the bass and don't overload the volume of the speaker. Remember, small and moderate changes can make big difference. But even with the equalizer, you are still not maximizing the full potential of your JBL as long as you are using Bluetooth to connect your speaker to other devices. And to learn more about that, watch the next video.